Hello friends, it's Erin or Everyday Erin and I am back with another video. This is TGIF or Thank God It's Finished. Not a lot finished. Well, there's a lot finished. Not a lot of knitting finished, but I do have some pretty great progress on my sweater. I'm going to show you what I finished first, I think. Pretty low-key week this week, which was nice. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff going on to get ready for the winter, but otherwise it's been pretty low-key. Yeah, we got home from camping and got everything unloaded, which is always a task and a half. Rested, which I needed rest. I was so tired when we got back, but it was such a great trip. So let's stop jibber jabbering and let me show you what I made, what I finished in the last little bit of time. It's been a lot of paper crafting. Like, these are all cards that are all different, so I'll go through them really quickly. I got this little record player card, which is actually a box card that opens and has a record inside. And the rest of these are blank inside, I believe. I'm wondering if someone's here because there's barking upstairs, but I'm not sure. Oh, this one's kind of cool. This changes. Hold on, let me see if I can make it work. I can't do this backwards. So this changes color behind it, behind the chameleon. So there's that one. I can put these all in the finished card box when I'm done with this. Here's one I made a massive mistake on, but I'm going to figure out a way to fix it. I'm not sure how yet. Probably just cut it. So there's this cute little unicorn card, and I was going to use it for Sadie's birthday, but guess what? I put it on the card upside down, so it's really like this. Happy birthday! So I'll figure that out somehow. Hooray, you're 1 year older. Congrats. There's so many cards. This one's pretty masculine. Not really my cup of tea, but I like to have a lot of cards just in case we need them. And oh, some of these are doubles. There's two of this one. Hello, this is really pretty. There's two of those. Sympathy cards, which I always like to have sympathy cards on hand. Another birthday card. This one's cute, about crafty friends. Two of this one. Thank you card, which we don't send enough thank you cards anymore. Hello. I love this card. It's got the geode on it. Really pretty. And just another birthday card. So those are all the unique cards, very quickly gone through, that I made. And these have been made in they were probably made in not October, September. But I hadn't shown them to you, so there are those. And then I thought this was a whip, but it wasn't. I made some Christmas cards from the Call Me Crafty Al sheet load of cards from June 2021. And if I remember, I'll put a link to that video down below. So I did make a big stack of Christmas cards. And they're all the same, just different iterations of the paper. These were just a couple paper pads I had from Joanne eons and eons ago, and some red card bases I had picked up at Michael's when I first got my silhouette, thinking I was going to make Christmas cards, and I never did. So I made all those. And if you're interested in starting making cards, the Call Me Crafty Al sheetload of cards are a great place to start because all the cuts are all the cuts are laid out for you, so you know exactly what you need, know exactly how many papers, and it takes all the guesswork out of it. You just have to pick your paper. All right, when I was away this weekend, as you probably saw in my video, I did some paper crafting. I worked on this Halloween magic kit. Who's this from? It's not a kit, it's a paper collection. Oh, it calls it a collection kit. It is a kit. This is from Echo Park, and I also had the ephemera. And I did make some cards, which I think these would be great for lunchbox cards. I think they're all blank inside. I just put a little sticker inside. So these were all just cut aparts that I mounted on card bases. And I may try and jazz them up now that I'm home. I didn't have a lot of my supplies with me. I just brought a little bit. So I may add some, like here I added some stickers. I may add some gems or Nuvo drops to them, but I don't know yet. We'll see. They're not for this, well, I might send one to Sadie, but okay, these are some more cards that I made, and these I did piece together with stickers from the collection kit and cut aparts and the ephemera, all kind of along the same lines. I didn't use a sketch for this, but it's a card that's easy to make, matching up to papers. These are cut aparts. See, it's a good thing I remembered to grab my corner rounders because I used them. I wonder what is going on up there. I don't think you can hear the barking, but boo, y'all. And then these were full sheet cut aparts. So where's the card? There, it opens like this. And I did stamp Happy Halloween in there. Wish there was a more exciting way to show cards. So I made those this weekend. And also this weekend I made a mini album, which I think I'm done with, but I'm not sure. I made this with the same Halloween magic and 110 pound cardstock. Probably not the best ribbon for this. I don't really have any plans for this just yet. And I probably should show you this from overhead, but I'm not going to do that today. Down here it says, "'Tis the season to be spooky." And I got candy on the side. And inside I added some pockets to the pages, places for pictures, places to stuff mementos and stuff like that, and some tags. And I did mount some cut aparts on paper, and you know, you can put a picture on the back, a photo. So just made that little album. I love making albums. It's kind of a sickness. And I did start another album, but I ran into some problems with this one. So this is just still a work in progress. My brain was kind of fried at this point, and I kept measuring the pockets incorrectly. So you see here, this pocket isn't matted, whereas in the other album it's matted, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I like the matted pocket because it gives you more room to put things in. So we'll see what I do with that. So that's a work in progress. And then another Halloween pad I have been working from is this All Hallows Eve from Photo Play. This is another collection kit. This calls it collection packs. And I did have the ephemera, which I have quite a bit of that left. And I only have this much paper left from the kit, which is really good for me. And some stickers. What did I make with this? I made my Halloween embellishment swap with this kit. And I made feel like I made something else, but maybe not. So I mentioned previously that I was working on some paper bag albums or one album, and this was just made of lunch sacks, and I like this, and it was a lot of fun. And this came to be from a combination of YouTube videos and Pinterest searches, and Gracie is having a fit up there. So YouTube and Pinterest, but if you were interested in learning how I made this, I could potentially make not a tutorial because it's like remaking the wheel. I could put together a video of how I did this if you're interested. So this is what it looks like all finished. And I used 2 binder rings. I punched the holes with my cinch because it was easier for me. And that's what I did. So this is, again, Halloween themed. There is a pocket on every page, and I just tried to add a bunch of little, this is like not the right way to show this to you, but I added some embellishments here and there and tried to keep it fun and cute. And again, I added matted cut aparts. I added some frames so that if you put a picture, you could put the frame over it. And yeah, that's what I made with that. And then I put a couple ribbons on the end, but not too many, so that it can still open flat. So there's that. If you're interested in seeing how I did this, leave a comment down below letting me know, and I'll probably put together maybe a Christmas one because I have a lot of Christmas papers coming up that I would like to work with. The final things I made from that collection kit were a couple cards. There were some large cut aparts, so I made 2 large cut apart cards. And then I made some mini slimline cards, which are all basically the same. This was just using scraps. Now, I do think this circle is too big, but it is what it is. So, once you can start donating things again, this is something I would donate to like the Children's Hospital where Seth was, but I don't think they're taking donations yet because of COVID. And if they are, I think their rules are pretty strict right now. So, all right, that is what I finished paper-wise. Let me readjust a little bit, and then we will discuss yarn. All right, Kristen's sweater is coming along swimmingly. I absolutely love it. It's not going to be done too soon, but to refresh your memory, let me find the cover page. It comes from this book, a collection of Erin's from, I think it's Encore. Yeah, Encore. From, I can't remember what year. I don't know if we found a year on this. Copyright 1995. And I am working on pattern number 1, which is called Father and Son's Sweater, which this is not like an overly manly sweater. I'm working on this sweater for Kristen. And if you recall, there was a sweater in the LL Bean catalog 2 years ago, and this is nearly identical. I am knitting it out of some Stylecraft Special DK Erin with wool in just a gray color. If you want to know the color, it's 2427. And I don't think this was done the last time I saw you, although it may have been, but I did finish knitting the back. Oh, this is really quite, I hadn't finished knitting the back. I had gotten to the decreases. Okay, so this is the back. I love it. It is meant, the Erin sweaters are meant to be a touch oversized and longer. So there's that. Look at those cables. So much fun. And I was having a dilemma with the front of the sweater where I thought that my cables were off. And oh my gosh, were my cables off. My cables were off basically down to the ribbing. So I ripped it all out and I started again from the ribbing up, and I'm glad I did, because here is the front of the sweater. See the difference here is it has a neckline and just cables all the way down. And I just finished this back last night. My delusional thinking doesn't take into account how long cables really take. They're so much fun though. I really love them. And I want to knit another one of these, and another one, and another one, and another one. I did cast on the first sleeve last night, and I've only made a very tiny bit of progress on it, and here it is. But I do think these are going to be faster because this center cable, which is the most time consuming of the cables, is not on the sleeve. So yeah, we'll see. Well, that's the back. We'll see. Maybe I can get a sleeve done in a week. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not in a rush. It's not a race. That is all I'm knitting on, and I knit on it every night for several hours, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Future plans, I have a couple things. I did place an order for some yarn. Gotta get my coffee, don't mind me. So I placed an order for some yarn, which means there'll be a yarn haul video in the near future. I was asked to knit a sweater for my cousin's son, so that is going to be coming, and I also have been asked several times from Sadie to knit her a dress. And I haven't knit Sadie a dress in a long time because Sadie is extremely tall and grows like a weed, and I can't really find a dress pattern that I like. And really, I would like to knit a dress for Sadie and a dress for Sophie that are the same style and the same yarn but different colorways, so mismatched match, I guess. And that's hard to find too. So I have pulled out this book, Top Down Sweaters, and I'm going to look. This goes down to child size. I don't know how small in child, but I have the toddler sizes pretty much set in my head. So let's see how small this goes. Okay, this is in bust measurements, so I'll have to do some math. So I have this book out, and I'm going to attempt to knit. I'm going to start with Sadie's, because if I can get the shaping right on Sadie's, then I can move on to Sophie's. And if I can't get the shaping right on Sadie's, then I can just frog everything and knit them for Sophie. And I don't know, maybe I'll buy Sadie some dresses. Who knows? So stay tuned for that in the future. And so a sweater for my cousin's son, a sweater dress for Sadie, and I got some yarn to knit a sweater for myself. Yeah, so a couple things about all that. Yarn haul video when that comes in. I don't know when it's going to come in, but we'll see. And we are nearing the end of October. What is it? It's October 15th. Okay, so we're halfway through October, which means the next month is November. And in November is Nanny Swimo. And 2 years ago, I did, what did I do? 3 sweaters in November. I did a cabled sweater for my cousin's son, the same son. I showed it in my last video. This one, the green sweater I knit. I knit a sweater for Dewey, and I think I knit a Christmas gift sweater for my brother-in-law, I think. This year, I would like to knit the new sweater I have for myself, which I don't have the pattern down here, and I would like to knit the sweater for my cousin's son. So 2 sweaters, I think that's pretty feasible. I don't think I can do a heavily cabled sweater, an adult sweater, and a dress, but we'll see. Maybe my goal will be to start the dress. We'll see. There's a lot of time between now and then, and I have to wait for the yarn to come in. If the yarn doesn't come in, everything could change. All right, enough blabbering. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys. And until next time, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.